Hi, my name is Bianca and this is my YouTube channel all about cross stitch, she.bee.stitching, and welcome back. If you are new here, I have been gone for a hot minute. If you are somebody that's been watching me, thank you for coming back. Yeah, so I was gone for quite a while. I think it's been maybe like 5 weeks since my last video. I did get sick. Once the weather starts changing for the summer, being constantly in and out of AC triggers my migraines, so I'm not sure if it was like a sinus. Sorry if you hear my dog Nacho sneezing. So I'm not sure if it was a sinus infection or if it was just like the beginning of like the migraine clusters that I get. But I was pretty much in and out for a whole week. Yeah, so I was in and out for a whole week and I wasn't really going to work. I think I went to work. I think I showed up to work on a Tuesday and I pretty much went home because I was sick. So, anywho, I have a lot of stuff to show you and I actually wrote down all the things that I want to talk about. So, let's get started with finishes. So, I actually have two finishes. One is a start and a finish, and the other one is a finish that I've been working on for a minute. So, the first thing that I want to talk about is this ornament that I did. There was a lot of people on Flosstube starting like Christmas in July or working on Christmas projects, Christmas ornaments in July. So I am part of a local cross-stitch meetup group, and for Christmas we do an ornament exchange, and last year I was struggling to finish mine, so this year I decided I wanted a head start. So this pattern, I think it is maybe a Plum Street sampler, I don't remember, but the pattern is supposed to be in red or black, I think, and I had this red 14 count Aida that I really wanted to do something on, so I figured like let's try it out in case I like it and I can work on other ornaments for my exchange. So I'm not sure if you can see, but the white and the pears I did in a toile, which I really liked the effect that gives, but I don't know if you can see it on camera. Oh, maybe there you can. But it took, if you can hear the dogs drinking water, sorry about that. Anywho, so I don't know if I'm 100% in love with this. I think I'm going to use this as practice for finishing. The reason why I'm not 100% with it is because I kind of feel like I should have inversed the colors, so done this on white Aida and then had the border in red, and maybe the partridge would stick out more. In case you couldn't tell, this is a partridge in a pear tree. Some people could not guess what this was, mainly my husband, but so yeah, that is my start and finish. And my next finish is Snarky Cat. So, sorry, my dog is moving the tripod. Go over there, Papa. So, Snarky Cat is finished. I am so excited to have this done. Once I finished the cat himself, the rest was honestly not that difficult to finish. I think it took me like 2 or 3 days to finish, and I was really excited about that. The bottom checkered pattern does have orange in it, but I felt like it didn't need it. I really liked the balance of having the orange on top and the green on the bottom. Look at this man's. He is sticking out the pumpkin, fat and happy. He reminds me so much of my cat Scabs that passed away earlier this year, just the way that he like just would stare at you. So yeah, this was a finish. I'm super excited to have, I don't know, this is probably like only finish number 2 or 3 for the year. We're over halfway through. I think today's July 30th as I'm recording, so I'm gonna try to get this up tonight. Anyways, so yeah, I'll finish. Okay, next thing, let's talk about whips. So the first whip I want to talk about is Memento Mori by Sewing Starfish. And I tried working on this while I was sick and I couldn't focus on it. just because in the area, what I'm doing right now is like the part of the clock, and it's like 4 different shades of red. So last time I was on here, I had barely finished the face, and now I have started on like his leg and the outer edge of the clock. So not a whole ton of progress. I think I worked on this maybe like one day. I just couldn't focus on the different reds, and I think I made a mistake around here somewhere, so that was really annoying. And yeah, if you see here, this is 14 count Ada, and I was having a really good time with it when I picked it up, but when I was sick I was struggling with it, like knotting, and I guess I'm out of practice with 14 count Ada. Yeah, so I'm excited to get a tiny bit of progress on that. Marjorie Maid had hosted a Strawberry Moon Sal for the month of June, and I had done my the project that I decided to focus on was Strawberry Ghost by Mama Witch Cross Stitch. And last time I was on here, I think I had only finished maybe like the ghost, maybe the outline of the ghost. And this is on, I found out that this was 18 count Ada, so this is on black, 18 count black Ada. And I'm trying to fold it so you can't see the background, but here is where I'm at now. So I didn't have the called for colors for this pattern, and then when I pulled the colors I didn't really like how it looked, but then I figured, you know what, let's just go for it. And I'm not 100% happy with the greens that I chose. Like this green is it's much brighter than like this one, and on camera this doesn't even look green, it actually looks gray. But I also added some étoile here in the strawberry, so you probably can't see that either on camera. I'm recording on my phone, so not the best quality. Anywho, so yes, his cheeks are so cute. And I was grumbling about the different like grays that I had in here while I was working on it, but you can totally see the difference that it made. So now you can see like the bottom of you can see the flowiness of the bottom, and then you can see his little arm here. So yep, I think I'm gonna try to finish this next month. I mean, I think I'm like halfway done. All that's missing is like the flowers around it, and I think there's a couple backstitched parts, but yep. So excited for that. So that was the second whip I worked on. Let's see, third whip I want to talk about is Halloween Ouija, and this was a stitch along by Tiny Modernist, I think in 2019 maybe. And I have a thread hanging, of course, and this I keep in the frame in my Q-snap. I know you're not supposed to, but whatever. And this is where I'm at now. So I have continued to work on the house. I think I finished the last of the roof last time. So this month I finished this panel here that was missing, and I think maybe I did some work here. I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember. I only worked on this for a day or two. I really need to pick this up because I want to have this finished by Halloween, and it's August already, so August, September, so I have like 2.5 months, 3 months to have this done by Halloween. I mean, I would like to have this done maybe the week before Halloween so I can set it up in my office, in my cubicle, so I'll be able to like use this as one of my Halloween decorations. That is a lofty goal, I'll tell you that much right now. Maybe if I do like one motif, like a motif every 2 weeks, so 2, 4, I think I have 2 more up here, 6, so that's 3 weeks, I guess, a month. I think if I focus on this project, I'll be able to knock out a lot of it. So yeah, tiny bit of progress, but progress nonetheless. Okay, next project that I want to talk about is Sleepy Hollow, and this was a gift from my friend Michelle, and she gave me this for my birthday. And I think what I'm going to do is pull this out so my birthday was May 3rd, so I might pull this out every 3rd of the month just to like get a thread in at minimum. Here's a pattern. Here's a picture of what it looks like. Sorry about the glare. I'm sure you've seen this one. It's a pretty popular pattern. And I decided to start in the middle, and this is like a real pitiful start, but hey, there we go. That's all I have. So yeah, this is going to take me forever. This is going to take me a really long time, but that's okay because I really like this project and it's going to be worth it when it's done. The fabric, I think this is 18 count. Yep. So 18 count Haunted by Pictureless Plus. And it's looking a lot more blue on camera. It feels more green in real life, but that's all I started on. That's all I have so far. I've worked on this like maybe once or twice now. So since I started it on my birthday, I think I did. Oh, sorry, my dog moved the camera again. Anyways, we'll see how much further I get on that, and if I start working on this once a month, I should be able to make a little bit of progress. Okay, and let's see, the last whip I want to talk about is Halloween at Hawkhorn Hollow, and this is what it looks like. And last time I was on here, I think I had just started the third block, and let's see, I've made a lot more progress since then. However, I have a mistake, so let me just fold this enough to show you. Here we go. This is my third block. So last time I was here, I think I only had this tree done. So now I have the whole bottom section of it completed. And this took forever, honestly. Oh, I just realized that everything is going to be backwards with writing on it because I'm doing like the front-facing camera, just because I'm trying to get this out here quickly. So everything's going to be backwards, which is fine. You know, we move on. So yeah, if you couldn't tell, I did these bats in a toile, so I don't think you're going to be able to see it, maybe. But I did the bats in a toile, and everything else is called for DMC. This is a 16 count piece of Ada that I did myself. And let me show you where the mistake is. So every single block that I've only done 2 blocks so far, but every block has had a really big mistake in spacing from the top. So I've had to move the bats. I had to move the bats down on the first square, and then in the trees here I had to shorten the limbs in order to leave the space, the 1 square space at the top. And now my problem with the third one is that the bats and the trees, the tree branches, are 1 space too high. So my writing, my font, my text here it's touching. So there should be a gap here in between the branches and the text, and this bat here shouldn't be touching the text. So that was pretty annoying because I spent all that time on my 12 bats and I was so proud of them, and then once I put the text in there, I was like, wow, I'm off by 1 square somewhere. So I haven't decided if I'm going to pull out this bat and try and move him 1 space down and take out the tops of these tree branches and make them one square shorter, one cross shorter. So once I figured out that I had this mistake in it, I didn't want to work on it anymore. So I decided to come back to the bottom, and that's why the bottom is finished instead of like top to bottom. I ended up coming back to the bottom, so now I'm working bottom to top. And once I put in the headless horseman here in the middle, I'll figure out if I'm still going to take this out or not. I don't know. So because I found this mistake, it made me wonder if I'm actually off completely on the height of my blocks. So I had two different people count and they both got completely different numbers. So that's a mystery that I guess will not be settled. Sorry if you heard my dog. One of my dogs just came in from the backyard. Anyways, so I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. I'm just going to keep trucking. And let me just show you what this is looking like now. So I'm getting pretty close on having 3 blocks completely finished. It's my first block, second block, and third block. Honestly, I thought that this third block was going to go faster than it's actually going because of so few colors that are in it. But dang, this is a lot of stitching. This third block is a lot of stitching. So, yep. I've gone too far now to turn back. So, we'll just see what I end up doing to fix that third block. Alright, so let's see. Those were my whips. Next, let's talk about, oh, I have 2 new starts. Well, 3 if you count the ornament, but that was a start and a finish. So, 2 new starts that I have. Let's see. The first new start I have is 2 snails, and Stitching Natty on Instagram, she takes, let's see, I'll read the back of what it says. So, this pattern is an interpretation of a public domain artwork from 1892, a woodblock print by Garrett Willem Disselhoff. So she takes like old patterns and she recreates them as cross-stitch patterns, and it's super awesome. Again, her name is Stitching Natty, and it is snails. I love snails. So once I saw this, I had to have it. Hold on one second. Let's see. I think I got this pattern on Gumroad. So stitchynatty.gumroad.com if you want to snag that. And let me just show you how far I've gotten. And I think this is either 14 or 16 count Ada that I dyed myself. And sorry about the hoop mark, but that's where I'm at. And I think this is 3780. DMC 3780. I just wanted to do something on this fabric, and it's almost, I'm still so bad at centering my patterns, but yeah, I should have been able to finish this last month, but I did not. So yeah, but still, I'm trying not to be so hard on myself because it's not like I cross stitch every single day, and progress is progress. So 2 snails. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish it in this 3780 because I don't think I have enough. So I might make the bottom a different color. I might do it in 2 threads instead of 3 just to, I don't know, see how that looks. Because I think if I do 2 strands I might be able to finish it. So we'll see. Okay, so that was my first new start, and my second new start is a big project. So I have been on a no by July this entire month, and like I said, today's the 30th, but I had gotten some patterns in June that I was not able, I didn't show in my last video because I haven't received them yet. So one of those patterns I ended up starting, and it's a very small start, but you know, a start is a start. So let me just show you what it is. It's called Good in Everything, and it's by Rosewood Manor. And here it is. It's gonna be huge. Well, not huge because I'm doing it on 22 count, but it's a lot of stitching, which I don't know. It's fine. I don't know why this has been the year of large projects, but it is. And like I said, this is on 22 count, and I decided to start in the top left corner. So here it is. I decided to start in the top left corner because I really wanted to use Sulky. So this is 22 count fabric that I dyed myself and 1 strand of Sulky. And I can't remember what color it is, but it's a really nice burnt orange. And again, all the writing is backwards because I'm doing front face filming. So yeah, let's see. I mean, that's a good chunk. That's almost all the text. I will say that I was watching TV while I was doing this, and I shouldn't have been doing that because I ended up skipping a whole line, and I had to rip out all the letters. So I ripped all that out, and then I started stitching it again, and for some reason I wasn't lined up. The text wasn't lining up, and I couldn't find the mistake. So excuse me, last Thursday at our Whips and Sip, our local Whips and Sips, my friend Marjorie was able to spot the mistake right away. I literally had looked for the mistake maybe like 4, 5, 6 times in different lights and different times of day when I wasn't super tired, and she was able to spot the mistake like in a minute. She's like, "Oh, here it is. You did 1 extra to the side," and I was like, "What the heck?" But yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun on this with 1 strand. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of Sulky and I haven't used any of it, so I'm really excited to get some use out of it. And I can tell that my tension is off on a few of the letters just because I'm just not used to only having like the 1 strand. And yeah, so some of my X's are more bubbly than others, but it's okay. It's just for me. So yep. Okay, so that was finishes, whips, and new starts. So let's go into haul, I guess. Haul. Like I said, I had ordered some patterns in June, and I received them from 123 Stitch. So Good and Everything was the first one. I ended up buying a second Rosewood Manor pattern because they were on sale on Cobweb Corner. Yeah, so these didn't come from 123 Stitch. They came from Cobweb Corner. So yeah, they had Rosewood Manor patterns on sale. So Good and Everything was the first one I got. And the second one I have is called Lacy Cottage Sampler. And here is what she looks like. And yeah, I don't know why I was so drawn to this one, but I really wanted a Tasket, but it was sold out, so I ended up getting this one as like a second choice. And I just really like how this is like done. It looks like it's done in different violets, and I really wanted something that was more traditional. So the fact that the sampler's on the bottom, if I decide not to do it, I can just cut it off and I still have like a really nice project done. But we'll see. Whenever I start this one, I'll figure it out. And I really want to do this in variegated thread, so that might be something that I will experiment with. TBD. And the next pattern I got is called Weeping Tree Sampler, and this is by the City Stitcher. And the quote in this one says, "Here my work forever stands, the labor of 2 busy hands." And again, this is more of a traditional sampler, but the reason why I chose this one is because the alphabet sampler portion of it is actually coming down the tree branches. So the alphabet is spread out here. And I just thought that was so cool, and I really want this on my wall. I'm sure I'll end up changing the colors. And I'm not super into the idea of stitching a house. I don't really want to do that, but it's a traditional sampler. So we'll see, because I was thinking of not stitching the house and then moving the quote into here. So that might be something I end up doing. I really like this little planter that's here in the corner. So we'll see. Yeah, TBD for a future date. Alright, and the last pattern that I got is by Twin Peaks Primitives. And I think I have one of these haunted houses from them from last year that my husband got me for Christmas, which I also have not started. But this one is called Halloween Moon Sampler. And here she is. And I was really drawn to this one because of this little bird here and because of this cat standing on the roof, which is dumb, but whatever. I thought it was really cute. And then you can see the little haunted, the ghosts that are in the house, which is also cute. I don't like this. I might take that out. Yeah. I love the urns right here. Yeah. So, adding to my collection of haunted houses that I need to get started on working on. Okay, and oh, I have one more thing. So, I had a gift card from last year that I hadn't used yet, and I ended up ordering this. If you have never seen this before, it's the tin that has every color of a toile from DMC. So you see the DMC logo right here. It did come a little dented, but that's fine because it's not about the outside, it's about the inside. And if you order this, it comes with foam inside of it. And voila! Pretty. And here you can totally see that the camera is picking up the shiny. I don't want to go through the effort of bobbinating everything because I put all my thread on bobbins, but here you can tell that I used this color for the pears in my ornament, and then I ended up rolling the end of it onto the label, and then I just stuck it back here. So let me show you. Behind, so you can, nothing's gonna fall out. Behind the thread is like a sticky tape. I don't know if it's a tape or what, but they put like sticky stuff back here, so all the thread lays flat right on it and it doesn't fall out. Oh, I mean, it comes out because, here we go, I'll just take it out. So there's plastic behind it, and then there's sticky all across where the labels go. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to keep it like this as long as I can, and then just put it back in the tin. And yeah, that way I won't have to fuss with it, and I will know exactly where all my colors are when I need them. So yeah, I bought this one on Amazon, and it was much cheaper than the DMC website. I think it was like $37 or $40 instead of whatever price it is on DMC. And totally worth it. So next time you want to treat yourself, I would get one of these bad boys. All right, let's see. I think the last thing I want to talk about is Sarah from I Swear I Am. That was my oldest 0. Okay, so Sarah from I Swear I Am Stitching on YouTube. She's Eat My Oxygen on Instagram. She recently shouted me out, and I just want to say hi. Thank you for doing that. If you have not checked her out, her last video that she posted, I think a week ago, 5 days ago, she had 8 finishes. Okay, that is crazy to me. I don't even have 8 finishes this year, so the fact that she was able to have 8 finishes like in one video turnaround is crazy to me. And she does a lot of different projects, so she's been really fun to watch. So check her out. Again, her name is Sarah, and she's at I Swear I Am Stitching and at Eat My Oxygen on Instagram. So okay, that's it. That's all I have to talk about. My list is complete. Sorry I didn't talk about all the, maybe I did talk about all the pattern makers, but maybe I did. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm gonna really try to get back on a regular schedule, maybe every 3 weeks. This summer has really been kicking my butt. I'm still doing a lot of like home stuff outside, and the weather has just been really, really hot. I think it was like 97 today. Yeah, with my headaches, it's been really touch and go, like every day, whether or not I'm gonna cross stitch or not. I still am gonna attend my 2 cross stitch meetups a month, and I've recently started going on Thursdays to the local craft store. Melissa, the instructor there, hosts a whips and sips, so you can bring whatever whip you're working on, whatever kind of craft it is. She's a professional like yarn dyer and a knitter, so she does that. So she knits when she goes. Another friend of mine goes, she does English paper piecing, and then I cross stitch. Another girl there cross stitches, and there have been other knitters, so it's been really cool to be able to just hang out with people doing different crafts. And I look forward to that every week now. So that is something that I'm doing on Thursdays now. So hopefully this month going forward, I'll be able to get a lot more done. Let's see. I really want to finish the text in Good and Everything. I really want to finish my snails. So I really want to finish these. And let's see. I would really like to get his legs done, so my goal is to get his legs done, and maybe finish like at least this half of Strawberry Ghost. Yeah, so we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. This video is a little bit longer than I usually record my videos for. I don't know if do you like longer videos? Do you like shorter videos? I don't know how people talk for an hour. I can try. And yeah, I hope you are staying safe and stitching to your heart's content. And I'll see you next time. Bye.